How do you say wow in German? I don't know. But
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
really? Everyone thinks it's wow? We have no
Yeah.
German speakers on the
No.
crew? Nobody's weighing
No.
in? They all said wow. I don't think that's true.
Kyrie Irving and the Mavs getting it done. Anthony Davis been getting it done. He scored 30 points in 4 of 6 games this month. But Kyrie getting to work. Mavs go up 8 in the 4th. Couple minutes later, Kyrie with the step-back 3 right in your face, D'Angelo Russell. Mavs are up 7. 8.5 left. Lakers down. Austin Reeves chipping away underneath. I love the fight from this kid. LeBron likes it too. Is it bright in there, LeBron? Reeves driving the floater. Yes, sir. Lakers take the lead. 6 minutes left. Davis, little work in the post. And he has been everything for this team, this comeback that they have mounted together. And hey, Kyrie shining in the absence of Luka. He's been dealing with a thigh injury. No problem. Davis, no problem there. The mid-range puts the Lakers up 5. 20 seconds left in the game. Kyrie, Maxi Kleber. Kleber, see ya or not. He would get fouled and make all free throws. Dallas down by 1. Kyrie looking to get a shot off, but he's double teamed. Kleber, that's some faith in him. And faith, you better have it. Kleber, who missed once just seconds before, wins the game for the Dallas Mavericks, a thriller 111 to 1.
Points in the final 7 seconds from Maxi Kleber. Remember a terrible mistake by Anthony Davis to foul him on the three-point attempt. He knocked down all 3. Then the Lakers do everything they could possibly do to prevent Kyrie Irving from taking a potential game-winning shot. It winds up in Kleber's hands, and he buries it.
Well, Anthony Davis made a couple mistakes. The foul, he missed a free throw, and
Yep.
then, he sucks off Maxi at that last possession, which allows him to get the open shot.
And I know, look, Davis you want to load up against Kyrie Irving. That makes perfect sense. He's the leading fourth quarter scorer in the NBA this season. We've seen him do it over and over again. But Kleber's a 36% shooter from three-point range, which is why you have to honor him and why he's out there in the first place.
Well, that's why you cannot give up a 3. Look, make Kyrie make a tough 2, but you cannot give a guy a chance to beat you on the last shot. So overtime, you at home, you've been playing well. If they make a tough shot, you go to overtime and take your chances. But you cannot. That should have been the last thing coming out of that huddle. We do not give up a 3-point shot.
What it comes down to, guys, and I got to say this, I didn't want to say this, because I mad love and respect for Anthony Davis, and I still think this brother's a star. He's averaging 23 and 9, okay, and shooting better than 50% from the field. Just 16% from three-point range, 11 of 65 this year from three-point range. Just atrocious three-point shooting. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the Lakers beyond this season. They have to trade Anthony Davis. You don't keep Anthony Davis. Here's why. Because his value is his value as a player. But durability is a question mark at age 28. As you get older, those durability questions are going to be more prevalent. So when you think about his stock being as high as it's going to be, isn't that right now? And if you're looking at LeBron James and the fact that you need additional pieces, I got to say, Anthony Davis is the guy that you could get a lot for in return, potentially, because of his potential.
But also, since you gave up so much to get him, it's going to be impossible to actually do a move on paper to make sense. Right. Because of his potential, Stephen A. He still is a top 10 performer.
Yes.
He is still blocking shots and being active, but it's not as consistently dominant as you need it to be, and that's what's frustrating.
There's a price for winning. Every team, in every sport, there's a price for winning. The Lakers are now paying the price for the bubble championship because just as Jalen said, they got rid of all those assets in order to get Anthony Davis and put a team out there that can win in the bubble. They won, but this is the price for that, Stephen A.
But here's why you're wrong, Wilbon. You're wrong because they didn't trade him after the bubble. They traded him after last season. You still had pieces. You traded them for Russell Westbrook. Yeah, that was a year after the bubble.
I'm not talking about those pieces. I'm talking about the pieces sprinkled all around the league that they had to give up to get Anthony
But you still had enough to be better than you are now if you didn't trade for Russell Westbrook.
He's talking about the all-star pieces like Randall, Ingram,
Okay.
and Ball, who went on to be your
Clarkson,
Bulls
there's
starting point guard.
I don't have a
of
problem.
guys.
I don't have a problem with that. If you keep Kyle Kuzma, if you're Frank Vogel, and somehow, some way, Montrezl Harrell and Dwight Howard are guys you can't find a way to use and utilize. No, I look at it that way. You still have pieces to be competitive and be in the mix. If you didn't trade those pieces
Then why
this
didn't they
past
keep
season,
them?
excuse me.
Bad.
Westbrook. Now, you can think I'm crazy for saying trade all three, but you can't realistically look at me and say, okay, if we do trade LeBron James, we are going to bold well or believe in Anthony Davis to carry the torch for this team. I watched him get grazed last night by Nikola Jokic, and I got worried. I got concerned that I thought he was going to be out the entire game because of his back, the whole game. So I like LeBron James, one of the best to ever do it. Are you doing service to LeBron James if you're not willing to trade picks or make some kind of moves during the twilight years of his career? Wouldn't you rather see him go somewhere else where he's a legitimate shot to win? And Russ didn't even play last night. You can't even use that anymore. There's no excuse. Russ did not play. So the way this team is made up, like I said before, either trade all three, get assets in return, plan for the future, start young, recognize that you won the trade with AD. You got a championship. I don't think that's a long-term play there, considering his history and how many games he's played over the last couple of years. I just can't believe I'm at a point of actually saying on national TV, maybe you should think about trading all three of your star franchise players.
They should be in playoff mode. I mean, their playoff started 3 weeks ago. They should be in playoff mode. Every game is critical for these guys. And Devin said it. They came out in the first quarter, like a days ago, didn't get into the game until late. And when you let a team hang around, then one shot can beat you, one possession can beat you, and you gotta guard against those things. The Lakers they have veterans on this team. There's not a bunch of young guys making these type of mistakes.
Speechless. I mean, the Lakers could continue to make these mistakes and put themselves in difficult positions. Come out lackadaisical in that first quarter. Do a great job of fighting themselves back into the game, but then late game execution bites them again.
Yeah, I just think when I watch the Lakers, if they had this team to start the season, they wouldn't be in this position right now. Because, look, they went out and solved all their problems. They needed youth. They needed athleticism. They needed shooting. They needed defense. They needed live, active bodies. Rob Pelinka did all that. He really put a good team together. And I just think now, the blessing in disguise is that LeBron James has been out. And this team, you can see it, is slowly starting to transition over to Anthony Davis' team. And that's what LeBron wants. LeBron James, at this stage of his career, does not want to be sitting in the locker room at 38, 39 years old, and the coach coming in and say, hey, man, you got to give me 42 minutes and 38 points tonight. No, that's young fella job. My job is to help him. And I think LeBron James sitting there saying, okay, this is the way we're going to win going forward. And I do believe if they can get in, if they can get to that 8th spot or get to that 6th spot, who's going to want to play them? Especially when LeBron comes back, because Anthony Davis, for the most part, has been playing great. All the other pieces that they brought in, players have been playing really good. D'Angelo Russell has been a game changer, his outside shooting and scoring. So you look at this Laker team, talent-wise and depth-wise, they're as good as any team in the Western Conference. They just haven't played together enough yet.
Well, and the teams at the top of the Western Conference, at least at this point, are all relatively unproven in the postseason as well. So it does feel like there's an opportunity if the Lakers can get in with a healthy LeBron
And no
James
one
on the
fears the Denver Nuggets. That's the problem with the Denver Nuggets.
I'm not sure
getting
anybody
that
fears any of the top three in the West.
No,
the
they
way
don't.
things have gone
Nope.
this season.
Nope.
Do you remember, Jay?
You said trade LeBron. I remember it.
And everybody.
I remember it.
And everybody got on me.
Yes.
Remember that?
I do.
It went viral, and everybody's attacking
seems
me all over
sacrilegious.
social media. It seems sacrilegious. How do I look right now? You know something? As I tried to explain to people, I wasn't saying trade LeBron James because it's LeBron James' fault. What I was saying was he's the only thing of value that you have. You're the Los Angeles Lakers. You're Jeannie Buss, who I adore, and all of us love Jeannie Buss, okay? Jeannie, you're gonna have to do this. The Lakers are just not good. They've got athletes. They can play some defense now. This is not about Darvin Ham. Plays are getting called. Dudes are open. They used to yell at Russell Westbrook, he with us. Now they say they with us. This is bad, man. Orlando is winless. This kid, Pablo Banchero, special. You got a future piece right there. You go to the return styles to watch that brother play. That young brother is something special, okay? Orlando got something to build on. Detroit, this kid Ivy, oh, I like this brother.
Special.
I like this brother. You remember I was complaining draft night.
Yeah, we were
'cause
talking about it. The Knicks, don't go down that road right now. Stay on this train, please. Please.
Draft night, I wanted that brother. You know that. And even though I love Brunson, I wanted that brother Ivy now.
Different type of.
Remember I said that just like I wanted Halliburton instead of Obi because I knew they weren't going to use Obi because Randall was there. I'm going to let it go. Let it go. I'm going to let it go. Detroit got talent, okay? Just young. Sacramento, I don't know what to say, but I love that kid out of Iowa, Murray. I love him, Keegan Murray. I love that brother. He's special. He's going to be special, too.
They got shot makers now. They're playing with a lot more confidence. You see the team chemistry is a lot higher than it was, 10, 12 games ago. So I expect them to come out, especially defend their home floor, but going through that guy right there, Anthony Davis, he has to be a dominant force inside. He's been doing that since LeBron's been out.
It's just kind of going through your mind right now with this one.
Yeah, it's a tough loss. Exactly what's going on, a tough loss.
When it comes to that final possession defensively as a team, obviously Kyrie requires so much attention. What did you kind of see after that?
7 seconds, he dribbled almost the whole clock out. Me just reading him, knowing that he probably going to take the last shot. He goes into his actual shooting motion and just comes down with it. He doesn't shoot it. So when he goes up, it kind of pulled me in. I was going for the rebound. I think he was shooting it. And made a pass to Keebler. Makes a shot.
We know the standard you hold yourself to at the free throw line. Just how do you process missing one in a close situation?
Yeah, tough. Try a little right. We've been up 3 at that point. Still kind of processing it. I mean, they think about it up 3. Even if he, makes a 3, overtime. It's a tough loss.
What about the positioning on the closeout, the previous play? Obviously, Kleber gets to the foul line. How did you see that play kind of develop?
Just tried to contest on the side. I'm smart enough to never really jump, straight in front of people. I think I just jumped so far, and I still probably clipped him a little bit. I haven't looked at it, but I just tried to really jump on the side of him. I actually think he shot it like a little left, honestly, but a couple bad defensive plays on me.
AD, just in general, this team has bounced back pretty well from losses. What do you kind of feel like you'll take out of this one, even though I'm sure it feels pretty tough right now?
Well, we gotta go back and look at the film. Things we can get better at for Sunday, but fought hard to get back into the game. That was a tough one. I mean, we, especially when, everyone is losing, got to be able to win basketball games, whether it's at the free throw line, myself or, making the right read defensively. But, this is a tough one, and we look at it tomorrow and get ready for Sunday with a must-win.
As one of the leaders, will you tell the guys how you guys regroup from this and then move forward to Sunday's game?
What I tell them?
Yeah, what did you tell the guys?
Oh, what did I tell them?
What will you tell the guys?
I don't know. I mean, I already came in and told them that was, last play was my fault. But like I say, watch the game tonight, watch some film tomorrow, shoot some free throws. At the end of the day, there's nothing we can do about it, to be honest. It happened. Our focus is now Sunday, trying to get a win against Orlando. But this one is tough, just the way it ended, and also I think other teams lost. I think in this game, with a win would have put us in 7. So just tough all across the board.
Last two. How did you feel coming in having not played the previous game?
Felt great.
Last question.
You guys have had a chance to get to 500 here against the Knicks and didn't win that game. Had a chance to build momentum in Houston, couldn't do that. Is there any building frustration from being in these good opportunities and being kind of right at the doorstep and not being able to, or is it kind of more individual?
Yeah, we're missing our opportunities for sure. Frustrating. We're still in a position to do something special, with the way we started. Just gotta, like I say, talk about this one tomorrow. Figure out how we can get better for Sunday.